Hi everybody, Jo here again. Thanks so much for popping in. Today we're going to have a play and create a project using one of our fabulous Lavinia tags. Now these are the watercolour tags, so they're made from watercolour card. It is a smooth card though, so it's lovely for stamping on. And we're going to make a little book of potions. Now, a few people have asked me how to do this, so I thought it would be ideal to make a video. So much easier than trying to write down what I've done and explain. Mind you, these days I find it difficult even actually explaining it in words. Now, the tag actually measures 18 centimetres. So we want 3 compartments. So you need to score it. Now, the first time I scored it at obviously 6 centimetres. But what I discovered, and this is the one, is that when I did this, because these were each 6 centimetres, if that makes sense, when I did that, it was a little bit tight. Can you see just there? So you can do that if you're happy with that. But I decided I would score this at 6, but then this, so that this distance was sort of 5 3/4, and this was 6 1/4. And that's what I've done here, look. So this is 6 and a smidgen, and that's 6 minus a smidgen. And that just means, look, when I fold it, for me, that folds flat. There's a little bit of a gap there, but I would prefer that. So really, it's up to you. And I just scored it on my scoreboard, look. And then we'll decorate it. But as I say, totally up to you whether you want the sort of equal distance there, but a bit tighter. I mean, it might be you're going to put some decoupage in here or a pocket. So, again, your choice. We like to give you choice, don't we? Now, when it comes to decorating it, I've gone for 3 colours in my elements, and that's Sundance for my yellow, confetti for a pink, and the lovely blue atoll for the blue. Obviously, blue atoll gives it away really, doesn't it? And I'm just going to add a little bit of colour, but also I want to come in with one of my stencils. And I just thought for the background, for something to go with sort of my magical potion bottles, which we'll get on to soon, I thought my white orbs stencil would work really well. So I'm just going to start. And as always, I've not much space. And I'm going to come in, I've got a newer blue ink pad. Now this might be quite juicy. And we've had a storm here in the UK today as I'm making this. So it's very windy outside. So if we hear some noise, it's not Eric snoring for once. Right, I'm just going to put some, just with my brush. Then I'm going to come in with some yellow, but it's also very dark. So like I say, if we get some shadow, I do apologise. I'm thinking, why don't I take that yellow right across, look. I don't want to add too much colour at this stage. A little bit of pink here. And it doesn't matter if they overlap a little bit. Right, look. And the reason I just want to leave it at that for the minute is, then I'm going to come in with my stencil. And again, smaller, larger orbs, circles, so you can decide which bits you can go right across if you want. So we can do that. Let's go, should we go large to small? And I'm going to almost keep colour on colour. Almost, I say. I don't want it identical. I like it if it sort of goes over a little bit. So if I come in with the blue, look, and I'm just holding it at this side, lift it up, there we go. And we've got some blue, and I like tone on tone. But this is just a background, so don't overthink it. Just have some fun. And what's funny about this is it reminds me of that certain bubbly chocolate, all these orbs. I'm just going to have some across there. Keep lifting it up and having a look. A little bit more yellow there. Yeah. And look, I just think that's a lovely background. So we'll do the same on here. So I'll do this one a bit quicker. So we'll have some blue there, some blue. Just remember to put your brush the right colour, because I just did dab that. You missed that. It went in the yellow, but we won't tell anyone. When you're using 3 colours, it's quite funny keeping each one in the right place. Right, we'll have the pink going down there, and then we'll have the yellow just in the space. We've got some yellow there, some yellow there. Right, and I'm going to leave that and bring this back on, and we'll start with the yellow. And again, I'm just dabbing it off in the lid. I'm going to start with my yellow there, because I just want to come in with the blue in this corner and lift it up and see, oh yeah, that's a nice blend. And then we'll add a little bit of blue in this corner. Yeah, happy with that. So pink, we need some pink. Check, this is the pink brush. Little bit of pink up here. And then if I just move my hand, look, we'll have a little bit of pink here. And I'm just going to lift it up to see. And can you see there's a space there? So I need a bit of yellow there. So hence we'll come in with the yellow. And again, this is just a background, so don't stress over it too much. Lift that off. There we go. As I say, another lovely background. Now make sure I put the lids on these the right way. Right, that one on there, that one on there. Stencil brushes there. And we'll just give this a bit of a wipe, clean this up a bit. So, how are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you had a good weekend, and that that your first day of the week's going well. I mean, you could be watching me on catch up, couldn't you? And it could actually be Friday, in which case you'd be thinking I'm talking a load of rubbish. Mind you, no change there, is there? So, we've got our design. There's my front, there's my inside. So I want to add a little bit more to this. So I'm just going to add a little bit of background stamping. So this is the inside, and I'm going to bring in the lovely stamp, the Wizardry, but I don't want it to be too sort of, want it to be in the background. So I'm going to use the lovely VersaFine Claire, the Morning Mist. But I just thought the books would go. This is almost going to be my little book of spells. And I thought a pile of books would be nice just in the background behind some of our remedy bottles. And we'll get onto the bottles in a minute. See, I'm making you wait for those. And I like that. As I say, with it being grey, it just will go into the background. And also, I've got the Sacred Spells. And again, I love this. And obviously, I thought with it being spells. Now, my stamps, if it's a sentiment stamp, I put an arrow on it so that I know it's the right way. So I'm just going to pop that there, that side, and I want a little bit. And I love this grey for this. So a little bit more there. Then what we'll do, we'll turn that over. And we'll add some more. I think I might put it on the middle one on here. Go right across, see what we can get. So I need to just try and check it straight. It's the right way up. See if we can catch a little bit right across. And then the idea is I just want to catch this bit here. Now a little tip, if there's a bit that you blend in, you're not as keen on, or you're not, you know, put some stamping on top, and honestly, it makes such a difference. Nobody will ever know when it gets to the end of it. Now, I'm going to flick some water on here, but I wanted to wait till I'd done my stamping. So I'm just going to get my fan brush, which is over here, and we'll just add a little bit of water, just a full bleach. And I'm just going to get myself a piece of tissue. And I tend to give it a dab look to see, yeah, I'm happy with that. I don't want it to be too much. I just want it to be in the background. And the longer I leave it, almost the lighter it will be. Can you see here? So that's nice. But also it means I can turn it over and add some on the inside. Now, it won't affect your stamping, because if you remember, we've done that in permanent ink. Oh, we've got some nice splodges here, but I'm going to leave that because I like that. And again, just going to give it a dab with some kitchen roll. Because like I say, I want it to just be in the background. I don't want it to be too almost white. And then what I'll do, just with my heat tool, give it a quick little dry. Lovely. And that's the background almost finished, the basis of our little book look. I want to add a couple more things, and I just want to come in with one of my Posca pens. So I'm going to give it a shake and just give it a pump, check it's working. I don't think that one is. I've got older ones and newer ones, and you're probably like me. It is funny, you know, when they get older, I don't like throwing them out. I should, but I keep them on the side like that. Right, that one's better. And all I'm going to do, look, is put some of my Posca on the lid. And then just add some circles. So, again, just put some Posca on here. And if I do it across the book, you might be able to see it a bit better. And again, this is just a way of getting a little bit more interest. And I thought the circles, can you see there? She says, I'm not even in camera, am I there? Can you just see it? And the circles go nicely with the theme, with the orb stencil and the water splats. And we'll just have one up here. And then turn it over. Now I actually give that quite a pump on my mat, and I've got, oh, that's better. I've got quite a pool of white Posca on my mat there. Again, the Poscas, they are a pump action. We often get asked if they're not splatting, what can we do to help? And often it's just a shake and then a pump, because this nib, as I say, is a pump action. And let's just put a circle round there and another one there. Right, one more. Don't overcook it, missus. On there. Right. Give that a bit of a wipe. We'll put the lid on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that over here to dry. And onto our, let's turn that over, to our stamping. And what we're going to make now is some lovely little bottles like this. Now, I've got to be honest, I've made quite a few, look. And what I tend to do is, we've got 3 lovely sets of stamps. Sorry, excuse me. We've got our Spellcast Remedies 1, Spellcast Remedies 2, and our small lovely Spellcast Remedies. And look at this. I keep all my little pieces of card. So what I tend to do is choose a stamp. So this is off Spellcasting Remedies 2. And then on each little piece, I just stamp, and I have a little container, and I just put them in. So, you know, if you've got a bit of time, or if Mr. Mojo's gone, look, it's a nice way, look. Oh, look, that'll just fit on there. So get yourself some nice little bits of card that you've just saved. You know, those ones you save for a rainy day, and we have to make sure we use. So we'll stamp one off there. Oh, no, I like this one. This is off number 1. I think this might actually fit on here. And some of them have got corks in the lid, look. And some have got the gorgeous glass stoppers. I'm sure they have a proper name, but I don't know what it is. It's a glass stopper in my head. Also, on them, we have these gorgeous little labels. And again, I like to just stamp quite a few labels, colour them in, cut them out, and just keep them on one side, ready for if I suddenly need a project. And these are so cute. These are the small ones. So we'll have one of those as well. And like I say, if you're struggling or Mr. Mojo's gone on holiday as he does, you know, you could buy a set of these, either the small ones, the large ones, or maybe mix and match and just stamp them out and colour them in. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on one side and I'll just show you lots of ways of colouring them in. We have so many different produce that we can use. I'm just going to use my watercolour pencils. And this one I'm going to go for blue. Now what you can do if you want, you can have a potion in there. So let's say we've got a potion in here. You can fill the bottle. You can paint it with your watercolour pencils. You can paint it with your inks. You can use your pens. You have got so many options here. So I'm just going to put a little bit darker down the side. However you like to colour, and again, you can spend a lot longer colouring. Now I just need a brown for the cork. Your gel pens, as I say, we've got so many options. The other thing, if I want to show you, look, you stamp, you can add one of your stamps into your bottle before you add your colour. You can even look at our lovely stickers, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And this one, I found the sticker that said cotton clouds. So I've added with a little bit of cotton wool some clouds into my bottle. So there are so many ways of decorating these bottles. This one, it says Lavinia Magic. So I've just added some little dots with Posca, my Posca pen, and that's my little magic flying around in the bottle. Honestly, your mine just, it runs riot thinking of what I'm going to put on. Now, I'm just going to use my Wink of Stella here and do some winker colouring. So the cork's brown, so I just want to clean that. And then I'm just going to start with the light colour. But what you can do is look at the little stickers first. The transparent stickers look beautiful on the bottles. And you can choose. So if there's one that says maybe frog's legs, maybe stamp some frog legs in the bottle. This one, right, I've just got to clean the blue look off there. But what I am going to do, before I cut it out, what I would do is look at my lovely new sentiment stickers. And these are the Enchanted Word stickers, look, and we've got so many. I've used a lot already. Now, we have got some little, there's butterflies, flowers, and I've even put some little flowers in the middle of that one, look. So you can really mix and match. Now this one, it's a potion of some sort. Now Liquid Sunset, really, I would have done it orange for that, so I don't want that. What can I have? Moonlight Essence, I think. Oh no, Healing Potion. I like Healing Potion. What I tend to do is pop them on my scissors, the transparent look, and I'm thinking if I put that there, pop it on, and then I'm just going to go over it with my Wink of Stella around the edge, and it'll just help add that sparkle and again make it look even more transparent. So if I lift that up, look, how fabulous is that? So you can just create yourself lots of little bottles of potion. Now I'm going to very quickly cut this one out. Obviously I've got the others cut out because I did think you didn't want to sit with me while I cut them all out. I mean, you've probably got a good brew as well, haven't you? But you've got a cheeky snack, or are you being good? I'm trying to be good, but it's not working, I must admit. There we go. Just need to trim that a little. And then the last thing with my Posca, just going to add myself a little bit of white highlight down that side. So that bottle I'm going to put over there. Give my bat a bit of a clean. And now the fun bit of putting it all together. So this is our little book and this is the inside. So I know I want that one on the front. So I'm just going to have a bit of a play. I like this one. Right, and I've got these 3 left. That one I think I might put, oh no, I might like that one there and put these on the back. Let me think. Although I might swap that for that. Now, you'll do exactly like me. Right, I'm happy with that. I like that. What I'm going to do before I glue them in, I'm just going to get my pastel pencils. I can take the lid off. I'm just going to get my black and myself a little cotton bud. And then just sort of draw around it. And then add a little bit of shade. Now it's up to you. You can go all the way around. You can just do it at the base. And then if I just pop that back, I'm just doing it sort of a little bit on the right hand side and on the base, like that one. So I've got my bippity boppity glue. Now again, especially inside, I would tend to have them flat. If you want to do any decoupage, I would suggest the bottle on the front. Now again, you've got a bit of wiggle time so you can move it into place, look. Right, so this one, we'll do this one first. I think if I pop it at the bottom, yes, I like it there. And again, you don't have to be too strict with yourself. It's just the idea of a bit of shade. And then I like this one coming across there, so we can carry that on. And again, to be honest, you will take your time. I'm always conscious, I don't want to keep you too long. Right, so this one. And I've had great fun making these. And I would get yourself one of our lovely storage tins and just sit and create lots of little bottles and you'll have so much fun. Like I say, just seeing what stamps you can stamp inside. And you've got to have some sparkle as well, haven't you? Because it's all magic. Right, little bit of glue. It does dry clear, so don't worry if a little bit comes off. Right, our cotton clouds. I absolutely adore this. Like I say, give you a close-up again. I just think the little cotton wool there on those clouds. I am fun, you know. These little things just make me so happy. I love just looking at our products and just seeing how I can play with them. Because I just love it so much. And again, that's why we craft, because we enjoy it. Now this, if you wanted to make it in as little to go in a birthday card, you could leave the middle and pop your sentiment in there. I'm just going to turn this over. So this is the back. So I'm thinking I'd like this one on the front, this in the middle, and that on the back. And I think I'll have that higher. Yes. So we'll just do the same again. But yes, so you could make this as to go, as I say, on a card. What about in your journal? And just so you could open it. Be very interactive, that. Definitely want my Lavinia Magic on the front. And don't forget we've got glossy accents. If you want to put glossy accents on your bottles. And this one's going up here. I should have really had one. I mean, this one's healing potion. I should have had one flying potion. And don't forget we've got our wings, our fairy wings. So you can add wings to your bottle. So that your bottle really would be a flying potion. And then lastly this one here. So I'm just going to draw around that there. And then just smudge it. I think I might just add a little bit more to this one. Just going to add a little bit more to that one as well. Again, you've got wiggle time, look. So if you decide you want a bit more, add a bit more. Wiggle it, lovely. Again, that's one of the beauties of the Bippity Boppity glue. Not only does it dry clear, but you do get that wiggle time. And I've got to be honest, ladies, I don't know about you, but I do like a bit of wiggle time. Right. Let's pop those to one side. Now, and don't forget, we have the little labels. So I'm actually, do you know what I think? I might just see, will one of the labels fit on the front? Straighten that up. Yeah, I'm going to put the little label there. Oh, let's see if we've got the word to go on it. Right, let me have a look. Magic. Or do I put the butterfly on it? No, I'm going to go for magic. Right, where did my scissors go? They magically disappear, don't they? So again, if you have some of these little labels ready, I mean, as I say, they go well on the bottles, but I'm thinking I just want to add one to the front of my little book. Pop it there, and that's what it's going to be, my magic little book. But I've got my lovely sentiment stickers now. Let me just see. So, going on the theme of magic, I'm going to add onto my back page here, magical things. And just with my black fine liner pen, just going to and then turn this now. So this is the inside. So let's see if we can add a couple of nice words onto here. And I'm thinking, oh, you see, this is what it, you know, embrace your craft, I think. Because this, making magic with all these potions is a craft, isn't it? Well, I think so. So that's the your. So that's going on the middle one. There. Right, embrace. There. And craft can be here. And we'll just checking you can still see. And I have to say, you know, if you have a go at this, it is so much fun. And as I say, you can spend ages. I love these little bits, almost titivating it and adding bits. And I'm desperate to add, there's a little butterfly on here. So there's a blue butterfly, little transparent sticker. So I'm just not quite sure where I'm going to put it. So again, I'm going to pop it on my scissors, look, and I just fancy it here, just so it's on the edge. Yeah, can I get it on the edge of that book? There we go. So that's the inside. Now, last little thing, I want some Posca splats. Now, obviously, you would normally do these. Right, let's try a different one. Oh, yeah, that's definitely got some. And you would let it dry. So what I'm going to do is just give them a quick blast with the heat tool and a bit of a dab. But I just wanted to give you the idea. And then I'm going to turn it over. And the same thing again, but as I say, bear with me, you would do it and let it dry. Now this is the one I've pumped, and that's why we've got these lots of Posca, because I pumped it up. So again, I'll give it a bit of a dab. Just so that bit of a dry. And then I'll clean this. But if I were you, I would add the Posca to the inside, let it dry, go off and have a coffee or do something. There's something called housework, I do believe. Maybe go and do some of that or cook a meal or something, and then come back, turn it over, and then that way they'll dry beautifully. As I say, I've done the two together, so mine will be a bit wet. Now, I know you're going to ask me about closing it. So I just want to check this is dry. Now, to close it, and we're going to close it like this, aren't we? I'm going to use some of I'm going to stand it up there, some of our beautiful craft yarns. And I've gone for blue because the blue, I think, will go beautifully with the front, although there's a bit of green. So I've got some green as well. So what I'm going to do is get myself a length of the blue. I'm going to choose a couple of strands. Right, put them on my craft mat, and I want them all the same length at the end. And this one's got some green tones in, look, and we'll maybe have a piece of green as well. Right, and we'll cut those. And then I'm going to thread those through here, because again, you've already got that lovely eyelet in there. Now you could use elastic for this, but I love the way that, look how the colours go so beautifully. Now what you can do is pop it round and tie it under, tuck it under, or the other thing you can do is split them roughly into half. And then, and this is where I will be all fingers and thumbs. And you can just tie yourself a nice little bow. There we go. And just, if we're careful, we can just have it at the side of our Lavinia magic bottle. But I just think that is so lovely. And as I say, I think you could leave the back clear and actually stick it in your journal. Or imagine putting that on the front of a card. Or what about making a little box to go with it, so that then when the person receives it, look, and they open it. How lovely is that? I just think that's so pretty, and the attention to detail. And they'll be looking at all these different healing potions. You know, if somebody's been poorly, how lovely would it be to get a little bottle of healing potion through the post? Honestly, I just think it is so pretty. I could make lots of these. If it was somebody's birthday, you could put, we've got our lovely number stamps, you could put the age on. Again, just make it appropriate for the person that you're sending it to. Anyway, I've kept you long enough today. I do hope you've enjoyed spending time with me. As always, I've loved spending time with you, and I hope you have a go at something like this. I just thought it was a lovely way to use the tag and to just use it in a different way to what we normally do. So I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to fold it up. So I might just go away and have another little cheeky brew while it dries. So you take care. I'll see you again tomorrow. Maybe something a bit different tomorrow. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.